Hey guys, I want a huge shout out to my patrons, a special thanks to Mechanical Geniuses, Azzy Abbott and Scott Ingalls, my Flamekeepers Adam Fox and RenegadeSamurai, and Heda Chris. Thank you guys so much for your tremendous support. Just this once, let's hope YouTube freaking chills it with the auto blocking, so I can actually get this one up a few days earlier, as it got with the last one. Hey guys, girls and everyone in between and beyond, it's Tally with a new video. Recording at night again, back to my usual thing, which I've mostly been doing for my Volume 4 reactions. But actually, I've improved my lighting since then. I actually have decent lighting now. I have like 5 lamps on at once, but worth it. So yeah, episode 3. I don't think I really can do anything to keep them from blocking it instantly, except for completely cutting up the reactions, but I know you guys aren't used to that from me, and most RWBY YouTubers don't do it and they get off fine, so it's not Rooster Teeth having a problem with that, we know that. It's really just YouTube's auto-blocking system, and like we get it unblocked, obviously. It's just kind of a hassle, but I guess it's probably even more of a hassle for them. Like, they don't have to do it, but they do it anyway, which is pretty amazing, to be honest. Alright then, not too much small talk this time, let's talk about what actually happened the last time. Well, the Red Wedding, essentially. I mean, those were definitely the vibes I was getting from that scene. I mean, rest in peace Sienna Khan, we knew her for like 5 minutes and I loved her and I mourn her already, as you can see from my elaborate shitpost, which I'm glad you appreciated. Too soon? I don't know, I mean, this is how I cope with my losses, okay? But yeah, other than that was basically the one big thing that happened in that episode. Adam killing Sienna and taking the throne and becoming the new leader of the White Fang. It was something that was to be expected, obviously. And I'm not mad about them doing that at all. I think I just kind of wish we would have seen a bit more of Sienna before they kill her off. She was such an interesting character just from the few moments we've seen of her. So I really wished we had seen a bit more of her character and her ambitions and motivations before we had to let her go again. And then there's the whole controversy of RWBY not having a lot of brown/black characters and them introducing a new one just to kill off immediately. I'm not getting into that right now. But yeah, you can tell they're trying, but there's obviously still room for improvement. Anyway, what else happened? Well, Rice got Raven to step on her, and honestly, when's my turn? Can I be next? Anyway, Weiss got kidnapped by Raven. Which is not something that anyone expected of this volume, I think. This puts a really interesting stone in Weiss's path, and I really wonder how the hell she's going to interact with Raven, what Raven could possibly want from her. I don't think she's gonna blackmail Jacques into taking Weiss back. I don't think at the moment, with Weiss escaping and everything, he wouldn't be all that willing to pay ransom for her in the first place. And also, it just wouldn't make sense for Weiss's character arc to just tease her going to Mistral and meeting up with Winter again, just to ship her off again to Atlas. So yeah, I really don't think that's where we're going here. But yeah, she's likely also going to meet the Spring Maiden, which we have yet to see, but I know we are gonna meet her since she is with Raven. And yeah, when Yang inevitably meets up with Raven, because we know she's looking for her, and then she's finally gonna reunite with Weiss, that's gonna be very interesting. Like, imagine Yang meeting her mom, and then immediately being like, why the hell do you have my teammate? Or like, Weiss, what the hell are you doing with my mom and the bandits? So that's gonna be an interesting conversation. But also, Freezer Band reunion. This is what I wanted from the very beginning, for Weiss and Yang to be the first to reunite, because I love their dynamic, and it just adds so much more build-up and anticipation for the rest of Team RWBY to reunite. Like, obviously Yang and RWBY is going to be a big one, and Weiss and RWBY is going to be so I'm happy to see each other again. And then the big angsty one, Blake and Yang, obviously, but I'm not getting into that again. I have talked about that in great length already. What's another thing I'm excited for? I guess now that the team knows that Asuka and Ozpin are essentially the same person right now, I really wonder how they're going to interact at all. Like, is Ozpin just going to talk with them and deliver messages to them through Asuka? Or is there going to be some sort of Fullmetal Alchemist like Greed Link situation with them switching personalities? That would be interesting. Enough talking, here is RWBY Volume 5 Chapter 3 Unforeseen Complications, which I'm only mentioning now because that isn't really a title I can do much with. That is a very vague title. So I'm just gonna let it surprise me, I guess. RWBY Volume 5 Chapter 3 in 3, 2, 1, and go. Back to the fairy tale. I still don't have the lyrics down. Things looking bleak, but they're bound to get worse. That was close enough, I guess. Yeah, I'm interested for that. It's also a really cool shot. Oh, Adam. Also, I really like her tattoos, I just saw that now. Oh, Ilya. She is so high up in my favorites, but you guys know that. The giant will be us. Here we go. Back in Menagerie. We didn't have a lot of Blake last chapter, I think. Or if at all. I can't remember. I don't think we had any Blake at all. Damn it. I should have rewatched it. Also, I saw the name Adam Taurus in there. Did you just get the news?
Are you ready?
Yes. It won't be easy for the people to hear, but the truth often isn't. I know they'll do the right thing.
God, Gira's huge.
You got this.
Nobody... Like, no offense, that was a family moment. Come on. But I guess it was kind of sweet. But come on, son, take a hit. So, like, do they know or not? I feel like if they knew, it would be more serious. A lot more serious. There's these two. I forgot their names already, but we've seen them last volume.
Thank you all for assembling here. I wanted to take time to address some of the rumors that have been circulating around our island. I believe that it is important for the people of this territory to understand the truth. No matter how you feel about the human race, I think we can all agree that the event now known as the Fall of Beacon was a tragedy.
Yep.
A tragedy that will set both man and faunus kind back. While the main aggressor
Obviously,
is
it
still
affected
unknown,
everyone.
we do have official confirmation that Adam Taurus, the leader of a powerful splinter group working inside the White Fang.
Okay,
was
this isn't about
partially
Sienna. I guess they
responsible for
don't
these
know.
attacks. His actions not only tarnish the reputation of an organization originally created to bring peace and equality to all, but to our entire race. With each day that this man remains unpunished, it becomes increasingly difficult to condemn those that look down upon us. Recently, a spy from this same splinter group set their sights on this very home. My own
Ilya?
daughter Blake and her friend did their very best to apprehend this individual. While they were unsuccessful after being physically assaulted and seriously injured, they were successful in obtaining the assailant's scroll. With this, we have been able to ascertain that Adam Taurus has plans to overthrow the current leader of the White Fang, Sienna Khan, and take over the reins himself.
You are kind of behind on that, my guy.
His radical plans do not stop there. The documents on this scroll proclaim his next target to be Haven Academy and its attached CCT tower. Their plan is to strike on the last full moon before the beginning of the fall semester, roughly 2 months from today. I have sent my swiftest messenger to the government of Mistral, but I believe we have a greater responsibility. My relationship with the White Fang has been an interesting one. Years ago, I led the organization to help try and create a world where I and every Faunus who wished could walk alongside the human race. And while I believe we made great strides toward this goal, it was made clear to me that the people both in and out of the White Fang wanted faster results. So I stepped down, and Sienna Khan was appointed as my successor. It's true that I do not fully condone many of her methods. What I do condone is what Sienna fights for. The idea that the Faunus and humans are, and should be, equal.
Yep.
Adam Taurus does not seem to have that goal in mind.
Precisely.
What he has done benefits no one but himself.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better
I think
myself.
it's time that the Faunus showed the world that we are equals. Time that we snuff out this splinter group and restore the White Fang to what it once was.
Oh, honey, you've got a big storm coming.
To do this, I think the answer is clear. We must go to Haven and protect it at all costs.
There's Blake's motive to go to Mistral. But... oh, they don't want to leave Menagerie.
Before we proceed any further, I'd like to invite my daughter to come and share her story. Not only as a former member of the White Fang, but also as a survivor of the fall of Beacon.
She's so little.
We can do this.
Traitors!
Oh shit. Ilya, no! Sweetie! Don't do this.
Cowards.
Come on.
After everything the humans have done to us, everything they've put us through, you're asking us to help them?
I love you, honey,
We
but
haven't been treated
please.
fairly.
Where was their help when the dust companies treated our people like slaves? Where
Good
was
point.
their help when kingdoms hunted Faunus just for being who they are?
Also, good
Where
point.
was my help when my parents were killed in a dust mine? Where?
Young lady, progress takes patience and cooperation.
The Belladonnas are the worst kind of Faunus. They want us to work with the same people that are trying to hold us down. If you truly want to help your people, now is the time to support
Son, don't do
Adam,
anything stupid.
not the Belladonnas.
Oh, honey, please.
He will bring about the future that you deserve. And if you are unwilling to fight, know that the White Fang will do it for you.
Shut up!
Why does he keep doing this? But also, I wanna... does she know or doesn't she know? I don't think she knows
After her!
that he killed Sienna. This just got a whole lot more interesting. And I don't trust you guys, obviously. The two of them.
Did he age backwards?
And back to
Or
Mistral.
reincarnated.
Oh, isn't it weird?
It is. It's definitely weird. That is something we
It
can
is
agree
very
on.
Weird. Yes.
Okay. Let's all just take a second and remember that this is very overwhelming for everyone.
Obviously. Leave the poor child alone.
Thanks.
Oh no.
Sorry. It's just, I've never really met huntsmen and huntresses before.
I heard the Rose Garden shipper screaming in the distance
We've
just
never
now.
met a person with 2 souls, so
A
first
man
time
with 2
all around.
souls.
Not to break up the whole getting to know you game, but we need to have a talk.
Yeah.
Mind showing us your little parlor trick, kid?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Just so you know, I'll still be here.
I'm interested now. Is this what I theorized about earlier? Woo! That was cool.
It is so very good
I called
to
it!
see you again, stupid.
I called it! This is Fullmetal Alchemist all over
What
again.
just happened?
Professor Ozpin? Correct. And though I may be the one speaking, Oscar is still present mentally. He's
Still
merely
Oscar's
handed over the
voice, though.
controls, so to speak.
This is literally Fullmetal Alchemist.
Do anything embarrassing? I'm afraid this all must be very perplexing.
And alarming, and bizarre, and just really kind of hard to believe overall.
Pretty much.
It's good to see you children still have your sense of humor.
I love the way they also changed his
You know,
facial
you've all been through
animation for
tremendous
this.
hardship already. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not your fault.
It's all my fault.
Oh?
I told you once that I made more mistakes than any man, woman, and child on this planet.
You did say that.
And I wasn't exaggerating. I'm cursed. For thousands of years, I have walked the surface of Remnant, living, dying, and reincarnating in the body of a like-minded soul.
We suspected this, yeah.
Professor Ozpin you all met was not my first form, and clearly wasn't my last. It's an extraordinarily strenuous process on everyone involved.
We suspected that the wizards
So
reincarnate. Yeah, I think
what
somebody made that
are you?
theory.
I am the combination of countless men who have spent their lives trying to protect the people of Remnant. With every rebirth, my soul is eventually merged with another. And I am changed. But my memories stay with me.
And that
This
reminds
curse
me of
was bestowed
Avatar.
upon me by the gods, because I failed to stop Salem in the past. But we must stop her now.
And how do we do that?
We start by ensuring the safety of the Relic of Knowledge.
So, Spring Maiden, if I remember that correctly. No, wait. Fall Maiden was knowledge, I think. No, Fall Maiden was choice, sorry. Spring Maiden is knowledge. Also, back to Wise, sorry.
Well, well, well. Look who's awake.
Don't fucking touch her.
What's going on? Where am I?
You know, I never thought I'd see a Schnee in this camp.
I love you already, hi.
Vernal?
I don't think I caught that name correctly. Good lord, let me stare at you for a few more minutes. She looks so butch and I'm here for it. That is one gay as fuck look.
What do you want?
Straight to the point. I like it. We don't normally deal in trafficking people. Not really worth our time. But once we realized we had a Schnee, that changed.
Step on
You're
me.
going to ransom me back to my father. Is that it?
I don't think they will.
It's a shame you're a Schnee. You'd probably do quite well around here.
Do they really want
I
to?
would never sink to your level.
Just keep quiet and cooperate and you'll be back in your mansion before you know it.
Yeah, I don't think that's what's gonna happen, sorry.
Don't make this complicated.
What's going to make this complicated is when my sister finds out that I didn't make it to Mistral.
What?
You know my sister, don't you? Winter Schnee, special operative of the Atlas military.
Tell her.
She's in Mistral now. And when she hears I'm missing, it won't take her long to find me. And you.
Yeah, I love this vindictive vibe Wise is going on. Although they're obviously unimpressed.
What's so funny?
Oh, I don't know if it's more funny or sad. But you're clearly out of the loop.
Oh? Oh?
Your sister
No?
isn't in Mistral anymore.
Oh.
No
At least she's not
Atlas
dead.
personnel are in Mistral anymore. General
She's
Iron
alive.
would close the borders
Oh, damn
and
it.
called all of his little troops in tin cans.
Ah.
No one is coming to rescue you.
Ooh, I love that tattoo. You'll be fine. Yang is gonna come to rescue you.
Perfect! We were stuck at a dead end, but now we can just take little cute boy Ospen to Lionheart and have him set things straight.
Except Lionheart is a traitor.
Yeah, we're not sure that's the best idea.
I love the way they also changed Asuka's body language.
I thought the headmasters all took their orders from you.
That was the intention. 4 lieutenants I can trust, especially during times of reincarnation. But Crow told me about your meeting with Leonardo.
Okay. They're gonna suspect
He
he's
isn't
up to
just
something
behaving
bad.
irrationally. He's disobeying specific instructions I had left him. Something's wrong. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I don't want to rule out any possibilities either.
Okay, good. They're catching on at
No one
least.
outside of this room knows that I have paired with Oscar, and I think it may be best to keep it that way.
Play things close to the chest until we got a better hand.
Precisely. Now we have 2 steps ahead of us.
This is so
The first is
interesting.
enlisting the aid of more huntsmen.
But the Mistral Council
Doesn't own every huntsman in the kingdom. And I've been here enough times to know where we can find some more.
So long as they're trustworthy.
Damn it, I love this
Trust
voice
them to
acting.
put
It's
up a
really
good
good.
fight. I'll throw together a list tonight.
Did you just
Good luck
break
with that.
the table? Come on,
After
Crow,
that,
get it together.
we can move on to step 2.
Fair enough.
What's step 2?
Getting you 4 into fighting shape.
Okay. That was to be expected.
We already know how to fight.
Nah.
You can only fight so long as you have crescent rows. You're still lacking in hand-to-hand combat.
Which we addressed in the Yang shot.
Yeah.
Mr. Ark. I'm
Just
glad
said,
to
yeah,
hear
that's
you've
fair.
improved, but sorry to say, you've yet to unlock your semblance.
Mm-hmm.
All of you still have a ways to go before you're ready to pose any real threat against Salem and her forces. And though Oscar can give me temporary control, he'll need to strengthen his body and his aura. Wait, what? He'll inherit my muscle memory in time, but practice will expedite the process.
But if Crow's out looking for huntsmen, then who's going to teach us?
Well, I believe I was the headmaster of Beacon Academy.
Duh. No, Ruby!
Approximately 1 month before classes resume at Heda. If Salem were to plan an attack, it would make sense that it occur prior to students' return.
Every one of their faces is absolute gold. I can't decide on a favorite. That was amazing.
Just don't expect me to go easy on you.
Fair enough. Oh, face switch back. I need to talk about
Be
this.
kidding me.
They're doing such a great job with that. It's not just the body language and facial expressions, also the voice acting. You can tell it's Ospen. Even though it's still the same voice actor from Asuka. I love that. Ooh. Nice. Aww. She can summon it in her hand. It's tiny, but she can do it. That was it already? That felt so short. Well, dang. Cool, since I was talking about it anyway. They are doing such a great job at portraying the Ospen/Oscar thing. And I suspected it was similar to Greed and Ling in Fullmetal Alchemist. Except it's still the same voice. In Fullmetal Alchemist they also changed the voice. But in this case it's actually really the same voice actor as Oscar, regular Oscar. And it's not just the way he lowers his voice, but so much calmer he sounds while talking and the way he enunciates everything so much more. You can tell it's Ospen, although it's still the same voice. And on top of that, like, his facial expressions are less expressive. Or I don't know if they're less expressive, but Oscar just has a bit more shy and nervous personality to him. I mean, he is 14, I think. And Ospen has this calmness to him, and you can just basically feel all the experience radiating off him and everything. And his body language too, yeah, I mentioned that. The way he carries himself and, like, you know, hands behind the back and everything, typical Ospen gestures. I love that. That was really great to see. I love it when people can do such a body switch or personality switch and pull it off this well. I still feel very weird about the Oscar situation. But like, people suspected this was something that was specific to the wizards, specifically the wizard in the maiden fairy tale, that they get reincarnated. And also this is not just similar to Fullmetal Alchemist, but also Avatar, as in The Last Airbender, because he says he can retain all his memories and everything. That just reminds me of the Avatar state. Obviously no actual Avatar state involved, or maybe there is, who knows? Although I guess they have to be careful not to get too similar. But I feel like those are some intentional references. I'm pretty sure Miles and Kerry have seen Fullmetal Alchemist and are fans of Fullmetal Alchemist. I mean, obviously they have Vic on... they have Vic in the cast. And yeah, I'm pretty sure all of them have seen Avatar too. We actually haven't seen Raven this episode. We have just seen the Spring Maiden. I did not get her name. Vernell or something like that? I need to Google that. They actually do plan on blackmailing Jack into paying them money in exchange for Weiss, which is obviously not going to happen. Like I already said, that may be what they're planning to do, but it's not going to happen. It just makes no sense for Weiss's arc, and we know Team RWBY is going to reunite at the end of this volume probably. So I feel like Yang is going to be the one putting a big stone in that plan. Or maybe Weiss is actually going to free herself somehow, who knows. I also love that she summoned this sort of mini version of her little knight, and he was like ready to fight right there, even though he's tiny. And I think she did it mostly just to reassure herself. Like, we saw that smile when she did it. I think she's mostly just glad that she can actually finally do it now. Like, last episode was the first time we've actually seen her do it in a fight. She did it successfully in Volume 4, but this was the first time she actually used it in combat, and she had the stress of combat to go with it too. This was a really great episode. I loved it. No Yang in this episode, sadly. Actually, I'm taking that back. There was not enough Yang in this episode. As in, none at all. But I think there have been some promotional images going around that next episode is going to be very Yang-centric, or at least Yang is going to be in it. So, hell yeah. The last thing we saw of Yang was her punching that creep in that gas station. And I still can't believe all the Goldilocks puns in that scene escaped me completely. I don't know why I didn't pick up on it. I think I was just distracted by how freaking hot Yang looks. But yeah, she punched that dude in the teeth and actually knocked one of his teeth out. And he knows she's looking for Raven and is probably going to give her some intel. So I feel like she might already be heading towards Raven's camp sometime next episode, or at least in the next few episodes, and likely going to meet up with Weiss there. We'll see. And as for Blake and Menagerie, they actually don't know yet about Adam. There was no more Adam in this episode. And I feel like as much as we hope for it, I think Sienna Khan really is truly dead. Rest in peace. There was still the slightest bit of hope there, but yeah, I think she really is dead. If she had somehow survived, I feel like they would have shown us a glimpse of that in this episode. But yeah. They actually don't know that, and I think Ilya probably doesn't know either. I am still very intrigued about Ilya's motives because we've seen her be friendly with Blake, obviously. She is such an interesting character. Like, she almost seemed so completely different than what we've seen in the first episode of this volume already. I don't know what to do with her character. I mean, I love her, obviously. She's such an intriguing and interesting character. I already said that so many times. I love her to death. And she can gladly punch out my teeth anytime she wants to. But yeah, I feel like she does not know about Sienna's death yet. I also don't think she's loyal towards Adam, actually. I just don't see it. And her anger is justified, obviously. But like, the funny thing about that is we actually know nothing about Adam's past and his aspirations and how he became to be the way he is. And I feel like we are going to get that at one point eventually, obviously. Like, there are still so many theories floating around him and his past and why he's wearing the mask. Because, like, we've seen other White Fang members wearing masks, the specific Grim masks they always wear, but Adam is the one person we have never seen take it off. From the second he appeared in the Black trailer, we've never seen him take it off. And like even in Yang's flashbacks of him, we have only ever seen the mask. That is his trait. And like there are the theories that he's either blind or disfigured, or possibly even human passing in the way Ilya can make herself out to be. And that the horns on his mask are just attached to the mask and not actually his horns. Or that actually kind of takes away from the whole Adam Taurus thing, because, you know, bull horns and him being a bull faunus. We'll see. But yeah, that is something I'm interested into. I mean, obviously I hate Adam as a character. He is an intriguing villain and a strong antagonist, but like you're obviously meant to dislike him. But I'm still interested in where his character is going and why he's doing what he's doing. Not to sympathize with him. Nothing can make me sympathize with him at this point. He's just too far gone. But I'm still interested in it, you know? And lastly, the Spring Maiden. I am in love? Possibly, again, don't judge me. She's hot. She has a short haircut. She looks like a freaking lesbian, okay? Let me have this. This is ironic considering, look at the length of my hair, but stereotypes exist for a reason. Just because I don't happen to fit into them doesn't mean they don't have to be true. I also really need to look at her tattoo again. I feel like I saw bird wings on that. And like, the fact that she's sticking with Raven, of all people. Can I interpret something romantic into this or not? I don't know yet. I need to see more of her. But like the fact that she's stuck with Raven of all people and she has the bird wings on her arm. It wasn't just the bird wings, it was an entire bird tattoo and some leaves around it. I think I really need to look at it again. And I think we found out that the whole turning into birds thing is a Branwen trait. Because like Raven and Crow can do it. So this might really be something passed down in their family, or maybe something actually that belongs to the tribe and is learned in the tribe. We still don't really know that. So maybe that's something everyone in the tribe can do. Maybe the Spring Maiden herself can do it. Maybe those goons we've seen can do it too. Because like that would explain why Yang can't do it. Or she just hasn't figured out how to do it yet. Maybe she can do it. There are theories about that too, but I'm not getting into that now. It would certainly be interesting for Yang to be able to do it though. Because like it would put so much more meaning to the whole back from the dead, rising up from the ashes thing. Basically I'm saying Yang would be a phoenix. I really want that. Kind of. I don't know if it's going to happen or if it's a possibility at all. But I really like the appeal of it. As for everything, we'll have to see. So yeah, I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it too. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Once again, a huge shout out to my patrons. A special thanks to Mechanical Geniuses, Ezzy Abbott and Scott Ingalls, my Flamekeepers Adam Fox and RenegadeSamurai, and Heda Chris. Thank you guys so much for all your support.